Steven Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob, died. His wishes were for them to stop making SpongeBob and for there to be no spin-offs. Frame 1, when he died, they made a Patrick Show and Camp Coral, which retcons a lot of stuff in the show, and they're still making more Bob.
Jonny Razor is a YouTuber that I mostly have respect for. That respect has dwindled a little bit today. As you saw in the clip, he talked about the whole Steven Hillenburg thing where Nickelodeon allegedly made spin-offs behind Steven Hillenburg's back, and when he died, they announced these spin-offs maliciously. This is false. This has always been false. This claim came from Paul Tibbett, where he basically denounced the whole thing, while also saying, hey, it's not the crew's fault, but Nick is shitty for this. But this was not true. Vincent Waller, who was friends with Steven Hillenburg before his passing, has stated multiple times he knew about Camp Coral. To say that Nickelodeon was maliciously making these spin-offs behind his back and waiting for him to die is such a evil thing to say. That honestly makes sense for Nickelodeon, but it's not true. People will also point out, oh, he said he didn't want spin-offs. Also not true. He said he didn't see any spin-offs. That's what he said. He didn't say he didn't want any. He said he didn't see any. He also has stated that he never wanted a second movie. But lo and behold, he came right back for the second movie and even worked on the show from seasons 10 to 11. But I'm not the first person to say this information. In fact, Cartoonshi made a great video talking about the whole thing, which Jonny used the thumbnail for and still got it wrong. How did you find this thumbnail in the first place and not even read the title the thumbnail comes from, or even watch the video the thumbnail comes from? And I wouldn't be so annoyed at this if it wasn't for the fact that his response was completely stupid. He acknowledged the fact that he did spread misinformation, but my problem with it is that I felt like he was still trying to justify himself, mentioning that yes, Steven Hillenburg didn't want SpongeBob babies, which was what Camp Coral ended up being. But the problem with that is, that was in the past. Clearly his mind has changed. Especially if he decided to change his mind with the second movie. And that's not the kickers, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, he trusted Google's AI to tell him this information. I would have just left that out. I'm not saying Jonny did this maliciously, but the fact that he didn't do the bare minimum of research is so stupid to me. In conclusion, stop using a dead man's name to make points against Nickelodeon. It shouldn't be this hard. Also, do your basic research for the love of God.